Hi, Taurus. I'm Alina, and this is a general reading. It's timeless, so it's for whenever it finds you. We're looking here at what you need to face, what you need to erase, and what you need to embrace. I'm going to explain the cards, and then we're going to clarify each card, get more details about the situation. At the end, I'll pull some oracle cards from the Oracle of the Mermaids as advice or insight for you. Now, in the position of what you need to face, you got the Empress. This is the energy of someone that's very creative. But for me right now, it feels like it's asking you to get in touch with your feminine side. The Empress is representative of femininity, of creativity, of creating life. We're not just talking about projects, It's creativity on all aspects of your life. She's very sensitive, she's very giving, she's very nurturing. And I feel like this is the energy that you're being asked to face and at the same time embrace, even though in the embrace position we have the Death card. Now, for what you need to erase, you got the Five of Cups. This is the energy of someone that's very hopeless, someone that's disappointed. There's a lot of sadness, maybe even grief for some of you, a lot of sorrow. But what's important here is that although this person has 3 cups that are spilled, there are 2 still holding up. They're still full. The thing is that this person does not pay attention to these cups that are still standing. So cups are emotions, right? So it feels to me like you need to focus more on the positive aspects. Like if you've been through something that was harsh, some sort of lesson that life taught you, and you felt that it was difficult, too harsh for you, I feel like you're being asked to release the negativity and try to look on the positive side, on the bright side, try to see the silver lining, try to understand what this lesson has taught you, try to extract the good in it, no matter how awful it was. Now, I also noticed, especially in these cards that are very large, this here, there's a bridge, which tells me there's a way to get across this river. And river is water, and water is emotions in tarot, right? So I feel like you do have a way to get over the situation. It's not permanent. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not permanent. And although it's in the position of erasing something from your life, it doesn't mean that you have to just ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen. That's not what this card is saying. It's just saying that you need to also see the bright side and not focus only on the negative. In the what you need to embrace position, you have the Death card. And this is the energy of powerful transformation. This is a transition here. I'm going to clarify each card and get more details. Let's see, for the Empress. That's too many cards. Let's just get 3 or 4 cards for this. You have the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, Again, that's a lot of cards. I saw here the Six of Wands, the Judgment card. We have the Hermit again. There's victory here, absolutely. With the High Priestess and the Empress, this tells me that if you're able to fully connect with your feminine side, you'll be able to tap into other realms, let's say. Tap easier into your intuition. See how the Hangman has his crown chakra lighting up. This is being connected to higher realms. This is being in touch with that spiritual side of you. You also have the Two of Cups. I feel like this represents balancing the masculine and the feminine inside of you. The High Priestess is also feminine energy. She's very mysterious. She's very sexy. So I feel like some of you are scared to embrace their sexy side, you know, that seductive side of them. With the Hangman, it's like you're being asked to change your perspective on things. I'm not sure what your perspective is, but it feels like you have some sort of mentality regarding being seductive. Maybe you're connecting it to something that you feel is not proper or not right. Maybe there's some shame here regarding your sexuality. I feel like being spiritual, being connected to your intuition would make this easier for you. Connecting to this feminine side of you. That is very nurturing, that's very sexy, seductive, sweet, tender. Let's see the Five of Cups and what you need to erase position. What's going on here with the Five of Cups? You have Two of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. And Eight of Cups. I feel like you've had some plans that you really worked hard on. You had some expectations, you had something planned for the future. And it felt like it was a bright future. That's how you envisioned it. With the Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, working hard, putting in a lot of effort, being very specific, being very attentive to details. You're really into it. You're like planning on building something. And with the Eight of Cups, this tells me that there's disappointment here. Again, with the Five of Cups, we have that disappointment energy again. And it's like you had to walk away from that. Something changed. Something maybe came crashing down and you had to walk away from that and create a new path or take a new path towards something else. For some of you, maybe it's not something else. It's just a different path. It's not the one that you envisioned. You might still get where you want to get. I'm actually getting that quite clearly. but it's not the way you thought it would be. This maybe has already happened, or it will happen. Either way, it feels like with the Eight of Cups, and since we earlier had the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, right? Yes, we got the Hermit card here. This is like looking within and without as well, as in looking for answers within, but also looking for a different path. If the one that you're on doesn't make you happy or creates a lot of disappointment, because I see you here investing in something and nothing coming out of it. And with all these cups, even though we have the Eight of Pentacles, it feels more like connected to emotions. So this might be some sort of connection that you had with someone, that you invested in a lot of feelings, a lot of your heart into it, and you didn't receive the same back. So you have to choose a different path, or you'll have to choose a different path. Maybe you already have done this. So this tells me that you need to erase this, as in let it go. It didn't work, but there's a better path for you. You'll find it. But now you need to let it go. Because staying for too long in this Five of Cups is going to become very hard to get out of. It's the type of energy that's very heavy, and it's really hard to get out of it if you're in it for too long. It becomes way too heavy, and it will pull you down. It will become almost like permanent, you know. Let's see the Death card and what you need to embrace. This can be an ending here. It might be very much connected to this situation here, something that you need to let go, something that ends so that something else can begin. Either way, it's a powerful transformation. It might feel uncomfortable at times, but it's for your own good. Let's see the Death card for Taurus. You have Seven of Swords. The Empress again. Let's get one more card. And the Hierophant. This tells me that whatever this transformation is, as in no matter where in your life this is happening, whether it's emotional or in your professional life, it's like asking you to transform into a person that is committed to themselves first, like puts themselves first. Because with the Seven of Swords, this is like you are deceiving yourself and kind of like lying to yourself in a situation, and it was detrimental to you. And with the Empress and the Hierophant, this is like commitment to yourself, commitment to your pure self, your true self, that creative side of you that appeared here earlier, that part of you that is nurturing, that is kind, that is embracing new life. It can also be related for some of you to having children, because the Empress is a mother. She has a very motherly vibe. But for most of you, this is about being a mother to yourself, taking care of your inner child, putting yourself first. Take take care of yourself in such a way as if you were your own child, you know? Be committed to taking care of yourself. Be committed to putting yourself first, making yourself a priority, because otherwise you don't have much to offer to others, right? If you keep being depleted, if you keep giving to others. It's like you've been cheated out of embracing this side of you. And that's why it appears twice, the Empress here. And what you need to face and what you need to embrace. It's like screaming at you to get in touch with this feminine side, this part of you. I also have to say that the Empress has the energy of someone that's a bit more passive compared to the Emperor, that is more action oriented, more focused on having control. And I feel like you might have embraced that attitude before, like being more in control, being more action oriented, being more focused on getting things done for others specifically. And I feel like now you're being asked to be more passive and focus all that energy on yourself, redirected towards you. Let's see what advice there is for you. With the Empress appearing twice, again, I have to say there's a high chance of pregnancy for some of you. So, act accordingly. Let's get 3 cards for you. You have Soul Cage, and it says here, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Interesting. It's like you're being asked to rescue yourself, to get yourself out of a situation that made you feel captive. We have no energy here, no cards of that imply of you being captive, like against your own will, like being manipulated, like being threatened or something like that. So I feel like you do have the power if you're in a situation that is not beneficial for you, if you're in a situation that is limiting you, you have the power to get out of it. It's more on a captivity on a soul level. It's not physical or mental. And if it's mental, it's mostly created by you or just a vibe from the environment, The second card, you have Sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. I feel like that's exactly what you need with this card, like a place for yourself where you can connect to yourself in peace. You can create that in your own home, create a space where you can go to meditate, where you can make it pretty, have some flowers or personal objects that you're fond of, and just have it as a space where you can be in this hermit mode energy, where you can go within, be yourself. Let's get one more card for you. Last card for Taurus as advice or insight. You have Imrama, wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. This is perfect with the death card here, because the death card is a journey, is a transition. is a transformation of the soul. And I like that it's saying crossing deep waters, because we have the river here that this person will cross eventually using this bridge. So I feel like for you, things are as they're supposed to be. You're just being not told, but you know, you're being asked gently to redirect your attention towards yourself, to take care of yourself, to be a mother to yourself, first and foremost. If only I could speak. This is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you find this useful. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.